So we are back for part 4 of this. Once again, Eric Rossi, the guy with the eye here with Dom Bauer, who's getting pretty hydrated right now, just like me, except I'm doing it with water. He's doing it something a little more, with a little more calcium and orange juice, and that's just water he's putting in his orange juice. Don't worry about that.
Yes, yes, kiddies. This is that's a bottle of good Scottish water, and this is good Scottish oranges. We grow them a lot here.
And so we're getting pretty hydrated right now. And essentially we just came back from Dom's part 3 video, which came back from my video, which we then did our video from part 1, which is just like right now, of noob wedding photography, what we should look for and everything like that. And now we're going to talk about something that Dom kind of brought up on his channel just the other day. That's what I thought you were going to do. What we're going to talk about now is Nikon and advertising, how they've kind of messed up recently and how the dumbest stuff that they've done. So we're going to jump into that right about now. So essentially, Dom recently did a video about this Nikon and photo magazine, and there's just been a lot of things going around about Nikon where their advertising is just severely lacking of things. And the one funny thing that Dom found was the fact that in this one photography magazine, once again, it's not high-end professional, it was like this landscape thing, and they're out in the ocean, they're not looking at this rainbow that's in this background, there's these professionals with the assistant, and the freaking lens caps are on the cameras. So it's just now like this common sense of, what edit, like, and this is like a Nikon product essentially too. It's just like, what are they doing wrong? Why are people so negative about Nikon? You know, what can Nikon do to turn things around? And Dom and I kind of had some ideas, you know, just some maybe quick tips, advice, and I don't know, just some fun stuff. So copyright 2015 of the guy with the eye and Dom Bauer.
Damn right.
And Nikon, if you want to do something with these, call us. We'll definitely fly over. You can pay for us, and we'll definitely do this for you.
Before we go into this, I just want to explain is that we are giving shit to Nikon because of the fact they are charging premium prices for equipment which ends up being defective in some sort of way, whether it's the D600 with its oil issues, with the D800 with its focus and its funny color screen, with the D4 with its funny color screen, and then the D750 with its flare issue, and also I've noticed something with its 14-bit uncompressed RAW file issue with Adobe. That might be Adobe's fault, but when you're paying multiple thousands of pounds for photographic equipment which you're using for a professional job, you want to be buying stuff that works, that doesn't need to be sent back and refixed or whatever shit like that is. So, like, we're talking about the D5200 or the 3300, do you know what? If that makes a fuck up, it's not an issue. They are for hobbies. They are people learning how to take photos.
They're not $1,000.
They're not multiple £1,000s that we have in the UK. So, if you are going to be charging premium prices for equipment, which there's other companies which are producing better and more innovative equipment for cheaper, you need to be having the highest quality control and the best customer service, which at the moment you seem to be a bit shit at in every aspect. So for most companies, I wouldn't have an issue with this, but if you are charging the higher prices, you need to be the best. And I consider Nikon to be the best, but now you're just fucking up in too many times. Shut up. You're just fucking up too many times, and your advertising campaigns are just a bit weak. Eric, bring up on your page, if you go to www.europe-Nikon, put the link down below for everyone to see as well, and you will see these are the most up-to-date Nikon advertising campaigns. And the first page, if you're seeing the same as me, is a big red page with a Nikon cool pic saying "I am shared moments."
Yep, there you go.
It's scrolling through. So that's shit. Next one is "I am ready to impress." Again, that's pretty shit. "I am different." That's shit. I am different again. And
the
then
photo of the month.
Photo of the month. Extra shit. Down below, you've got the cameras saying very angle artistry. Then D750 creative freedom. D800 higher resolution power. These are all just wank. Oh, sorry. You Americans don't know what wank is. Shit. Okay,
BS. Yes. No, I got you.
Okay. So I think the advertising campaign from Nikon is piss poor, absolutely piss poor, and especially when a company which is all about the image, all about getting imagery out there, their advertising campaign is so weak. I never see it on any TV programs. I never see it on any adverts.
Canon's got it on all the time.
And it's just for a company which is falling behind in terms of it was Nikon and Canon.
And it's weird because Nikon, I still think, has the best lens line out there. They still have one of the most amazing lenses, selection, variety out there compared to other brands. And it's just like, if that's your main selling point and they attach to something that they need, well, get on with it.
It's I don't know if you saw. I did a video recently where it's talking about Nikon is now gay.
Oh yeah,
friendly, because they've done some advertising campaign where they've got two gay guys who have kids, and they put a picture on Instagram from their iPhone, and now Nikon are doing some advert with them, kind of stuff. It's just kind of going,
what are you tackling?
Yeah, it's like bravo, you are bringing in gay guys, but it's not like they used your equipment to get amazing images. It's not like they used your equipment to get great videos, and they created their whole industry from Nikon equipment. And when they said, oh, these guys are the face of Nikon now, so two black gay guys in America, oh my God, do they exist? Are they real? I don't know.
Yes.
But at the same time, it's kind of going like, that's great, but you've got like a camera crew in their house videoing them doing stuff. It's not them using the cameras. Equipment. It's total pish.
It's like they kind of stole from the whole Mac idea. Like, I don't know if you saw, or Apple, not Mac. Like, if you saw the Apple commercial where it's this daughter, she's going through like old like videos and photos and finds her like grandmother was like a singer. And they're advertising like the newer iPods and all that kind of stuff. And she, and it just takes her the whole journey where she starts to learn to sing and all this kind of stuff in that short commercial, and then leaves the Apple iPod on the table with a note saying, "Hey, Grandma, play this." And she overlays her voice with it. And it's a really good commercial. But it's just like something like that. And it's just like they were kind of doing the same thing, but they were using Apple products within this. So it's just like, yeah, what are you going for? Like, I get it. You're trying to become more diverse. You're trying to be a little bit more bold because, tackling the LGBT, all that type of community can be a very precedent issue for people, which it shouldn't be. But, you just have to be delicate in the way they do it. And I just don't know why 100% that they did that. But it's just like, you have to understand what you're going. So, like, they really need to be more relatable. These cheesy punchlines, like, I am Christmas shopping. Like, I saw that, just as we pulled up the site. It's just like, no, you're not. Be something different. You just have to be, I think, to be a little bit more successful, you have to be a little bit edgier. You have to show your equipment, if you want to do something a little bit more successful. And I know we have a couple ideas about stuff, but I just want to kind of show a picture that I showed you that Leica had, and I closed you out for 1 second.
Oh yeah.
But it's this Leica camera zoom thing, and it actually shows just like it was on like a billboard, and you're seeing it right here on my screen. It's just like, holy hell, this is actually really cool. You're seeing the actual camera in use. It makes you look, it makes you think twice, and it's subtle, So it's just stuff like that really needs to be done. It needs to be shown and all that kind of stuff. Let me get Leica out there because they're not sponsoring me for no reason.
Damn it, they're not sponsoring us, dicks.
So sponsor us. But like, there's just something that they need to be doing. I mean, is there anything else you kind of want to add to that before we like get into like some cool ideas? 100%.
Before we get into cool ideas, I'm all about the cool ideas.
So
Yeah, let's dive on in to the cool ideas.
One of the things you kind of want to stress is a lot of people worrying about, like, you know, how long can shutters last, or how long will your camera last, and all this kind of stuff. And I had the idea, like, I was like watching car commercials where they're like on a treadmill with a car and they're just going, racking up the miles. And it's just showing, it's just like, oh, they're just sitting there. It's just like, oh, you know, if you've been on a treadmill before, it's like a bigger guy in the driver's seat. And it's just showing that, you know, no matter how much, you know, you work, you put into it, it's a great quality. So I was thinking, like, setting up like a booth or something in like New York or something public. And if your camera could be 300,000 clicks or something like that, how did I show it? How many clicks would you go through for like a free DSLR? Could you hit like a type of thing? And it's just someone sitting there like holding in the cameras as you're showcasing your newer camera or something like that. How many clicks of shutter would you actually sit through to go for a free camera? Can you sit there through 900,000 clicks or something like that? Something edgier, something I think would be really cool.
Okay, I like that. I like the idea. Okay, should we go with my idea here?
Should we?
Are you ready?
Oh God, let's go.
Right. Okay, Nikon, bill me for this one, because like you're going to make millions from this idea. Right. Okay. The best advertising campaigns. Apple, fantastic. Well done. Bravo, 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 bravo. GoPro. Oh my God. You sell cameras which are small and you have made a multi-billion-pound industry.
They sell stock, public stock.
Unbelievable, unbelievable. So GoPro, I'm like, fuck me, GoPro, you are awesome in some sort of way, but what way is it that you're being awesome with? And what it is that they invest so much of their revenue back into advertising and promotion. So it's like, right, okay, let's take a leaf out of GoPro's point of view. But at the same time, like, oh, GoPro, how is that? How could we do the same as what a GoPro does? As you know, when you're talking about a Nikon D800, how could we get this thing? Do you know what? I know people that are buying. I know middle-aged, no bullshit, 50-year-old pension. No, they're not pensioners, but old people. Old people. Sorry if you're 50-year-old. You're old.
Which is our channels. It's just the demographic.
Yeah, damn right. How old are you, Eric?
I'm 24.
24. Fuck me. Right. I'm 31. Okay. I know people who are like 50 buying GoPros, and all they do is play tennis. You know, that's it. And they're like, what the fuck do I do with a GoPro? This is of no use to me. But they're buying them because they're seeing them advertised everywhere, and they're just like, oh, they're so awesome. I can have them on my forehead or something like that.
And it's priced reasonably, $200.
4K video, 2.7K super slow motion, and you can stick it on your forehead.
$500 and under.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Amazing. Oh, I've just wet my pants. Right. So right. Okay. If we were to take a leaf out of GoPro, how can Nikon do a GoPro advert? So the GoPro, whenever they release a new GoPro, they have this fantastic video on YouTube which goes ultra viral. You get like 16 million views on their GoPro Hero 4, the latest GoPro. And whenever they do that, they say it's a bit better than the GoPro Hero 3. So they link it back to their previous cameras and all that stuff. So it's very, very clever. And they have a great soundtrack. They have amazing visuals. And just like everything is bloody awesome about the visuals. People will buy this going, oh my God, I want to go skydiving. And they go and play golf.
Listen, I bought one just to buy one. I use it to vlog like once or twice.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I sold it because I'm like, I didn't use it, but I literally went to the store and bought it. I got the GoPro Hero 3. It was $200. I mean, once again, $200 is a lot of money, but it's like, it's only $200 in the photography industry. I only bought it to buy because I'm like, oh, maybe I could do some weird shit with the GoPro. But like, but I don't go swim. I don't go surfing and all that kind of stuff. Like, it's just like, it's just like, holy shit. But like, that's how it is. It was so affordable, and it's just like the possibilities you could have with this thing.
I know. But so what I'm saying is like this has opened people's imagination to the possibility, as you're saying, to I could do this, I could take this with me. And I use this a lot for my exercise channel. I will put it in the gym and I will record myself doing some weightlifting. I will go run up a hill, and this is so nice and light and easy. I can take it with me, no problem. It does video, it does photos, it does audio recording, all fantastically. So my idea with Nikon, Eric, pay attention.
I'm seeing if GoPro has like what their tagline is. Keep going.
Right, everyone in the comments, put down below. Eric, you're so rude for not fucking paying attention to Dom's fantastic idea.
Be a hero is their tagline.
Yeah, exactly. So it makes you kind of go, if I buy this, I could be a hero. £1 million idea. Okay, so if you go back to the Nikon website, you've got home page. Let me just bring this up. So I am shared moments. Wank. I am ready to impress. Double wank. How about they change it to I am ready for this? Are you ready, Eric? Prepare yourself.
Embrace it.
I am everywhere. I am everywhere.
All right. Well, mine sucks compared to that one.
Right. Okay. So with this, we get a viral video going on. We have Arctic photographers taking pictures of whales in the middle of fuck knows nowhere, taking videos of whales breaching. Amazing. We have people beside volcanoes taking pictures of whales. No, volcanoes coming. Whales.
Whales in volcanoes. Holy shit! That's a viral video right there.
Okay.
We need to do this.
And then we have
Sydney, Australia, taking kangaroo pictures and shit.
Absolutely.
Oh my god!
We have a row of Nikon photographers at Wimbledon taking photos of Andy Murray, Scottish, serving, going brrr, brrr, with their Nikon D4s. But then we expand it because that's pros. That's pros doing stuff. But what about we are everywhere? We have it
Soccer
as
moms.
Soccer moms, absolutely. We have dads in the maternity unit while the mother is giving birth to a child. They've got their Nikon cool pics, taking a video of the shit that's coming out of them and the baby at the same time.
Yes.
That was actually Kim's idea. She's like, "Don't, what about mothers?" I'm like, "Yes, brilliant idea. We have it." So dads are helping taking photos and videos of their best people taking pictures in the hospital during the birth. And we've expanded to like we have like the surfers. You are the serious photographer on the actual ground. Again, work it with the DJI Phantom group. Get a Nikon camera which works with the Zenmuse gimbal. Stick it on one of the DJI Phantom cameras, because GoPro are having a total like dick fest with DJI just now, because DJI's like,
put out their own cameras now.
Yeah, they're having a bit of an issue there. So Nikon, work with DJI, work with the Phantom. Do like, hey, you can get your amazing Coolpix camera working with our Phantoms. You can do all these flying shots instead of GoPro. Well, get into that GoPro kind of zone of commercialism. It's like there's so like Nikon, I am everywhere means everyone thinks, shit, if I go to Africa, I know if I forget to bring my lens, there will be another guy in Africa with a Nikon lens somewhere that I could borrow, kind of thing. Wedding photographers, sports photographers, new baby, like birthing photographers, all that kind of stuff. Have it everywhere. That would be what make people kind of go, and you could just have such a viral video of just awesome video and photos and all that kind of stuff of people in cool locations, cool people doing cool things, hanging off mountains, hanging out of trees, jumping through hoops, all that kind of shit. That is what I would think would make you kind of go, damn right, Nikon is everywhere. Let's get that done.
All right. Well,
I'm waiting for the check, Nikon. I'm waiting for the check.
Copyright 2015. Yeah, that's an amazing idea. I don't have much else to say past that. I mean, I had like a little...
that's the end of this episode. Thank you very much for watching, everyone.
No, I mean, I had a little small one, but screw that compared to that idea. Like, yeah, I totally agree. Like, if you could just be, once again, that's being fun. That's not just being, and that's one little kind of knock against Canon is they just show, like, they have like this fast-paced music, spin a Canon T5i, then show their line of lenses. Okay, awesome. But you just have to be more personable, like how Apple does their things. I am everywhere, that everywhere being they should just invest millions into that. Travel, go to the local camera store, showing people, getting shown a Nikon camera, all that kind of little stuff. And I think that would do well.
Exactly. I had a friend of mine who, she knows somebody who works in a company who, or okay, I know a friend of a friend of a friend who they said, oh, we're travel photographers. I was like, yeah, whatever. But they actually travel to like Inner Mongolia and then get a camel for 4 days into the middle of fuck knows nowhere, and then they live with a tribe for a month. That's kind of travel photography.
Holy crap!
They use Nikon gear, and I'm like, holy shit! If you could show the fact that you could be in the middle of absolute nowhere doing serious documentary travel photography, and you're showing off the kind of gear that you've got. It's like, and the fact that maybe you come with a cool pics, you can give it to one of the local people that live there. What do you call it? Natives. Yeah. And give it to them, and like their kind of interaction with camera and all that kind of stuff. There's so much that they can do that at the moment. I think the Nikon with their I am Nikon photography.
I am cheesy.
I am a high megapixel camera. You're like, you're nothing really, and it really all stems down to like GoPro. Anyone that complains about, oh, its sensor's not good enough, oh, it's not enough frames a second, oh, it's anti-aliasing. Yeah, I've had an issue with that, but you've got to respect GoPro for its advertising. It's done so well and it's so effective that people that have no need for this camera are buying this because of the idea that maybe they could be awesome with this.
Yeah.
And I think bravo GoPro, you own the photography, marketing, everything.
Yeah, I would have to agree. Like, you don't ever see anything from like a lot of the other brands like Fuji, Panasonic, all that stuff. I mean, you'll see a Sony ad, but it ain't for their cameras for the most part. You'll see like their printers and all that kind of computer stuff. But Nikon, get on your damn game.
Because yeah,
like I am a Nikon shooter. I am a Nikon shooter. I'm looking, you know, I'm not closed off to going to Canon and all that kind of stuff. I'm not like that. I'm not like a fanboy, which is, oh, I always have to have Nikon. But like with all this recent stuff recently, like I still have the D700. Like, there's no fun campaign that's just like, I gotta have this new camera, like all that kind of stuff. Keep me interested. I'm not really interested in anything. I'm literally just trying to think, you know, was there anything recently that has just really made me interested in anything? Really, no new lenses, nothing different, no interesting camera features. Everything is the same. You just have to keep the market that invests in your product as a professional or not interested in your stuff. Be more authentic and transparent.
And there's nothing at the moment which is expanding out with the photography community. So unless you are well into photography and you are on DP Review, DxOMark, D other something. If you're not on those sites, or digitalrev.com,
Digital Rev,
or the camera
store, the camera store in Canada.
Yeah. Fucking bravo to the camera store.
Absolutely.
If you're not on them, if you're not like a YouTube subscriber that is like, I'm following these channels specifically, nobody will have known that a Nikon D750, D600, D610, D800E. Nobody knows about these things coming out. Everyone, on the other hand, knows a GoPro. Everyone knows a GoPro.
Yep.
If you said, oh, I've got Nikon D810, they were going, so is that point and shoot? I don't know. Is that a good camera? I don't know.
Yeah, cool.
Right? I've got a GoPro. Like, oh, yes, I hear that does 4K. People, like, idiots. No, sorry, I shouldn't say idiots. People that know nothing about photography. Oh, I'm in so much trouble for that one. People that know nothing about photography will go, oh my god, what's the 4K like on the GoPro Hero 4?
Even though they have no idea what 4K resolution is or what it does or anything.
Exactly, exactly. And so that's where GoPro, you're like, oh my god, you are awesome, well done. But
like,
with them,
also with that, it's just like, you know, oh, how's the video? Like, this is so much fun. Like what we were saying in whatever, my part 2 video, do you even know how many megapixels specifically, without thinking for a minute, is in your GoPro?
I do, but that's because I'm a nerd.
I know, but no, I'm just saying overall, it's like, what, 8, 12? Yeah, something like that. But that's not the first thing you think of. Like, if you think Nikon D810, you're like, oh, Jesus, 36 megapixels, like all that kind of stuff. Like, it's the boring parts of camera type of thing for the most part. Not the fun stuff that could just elevate your game.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I and the funny thing is Nikon, Canon, and all that, they are multi-billion-dollar companies.
Yep.
Who are established as multi-billion-dollar companies that are putting fuck all money into their advertising. Meanwhile, GoPro started off with a guy in his garage stealing some sensor from a Chinese company or something like that. And now they have gone from nothing to a billion-dollar company in 6 years, 7 years, or something like that. You just kind of go, okay, how did they get there? And if you're already a billion-dollar company, how do you stay there or advance? And that's what so much kind of fanboyism of Nikon or Canon or all that kind of stuff. You want your own company to do well. I want Nikon to be. I want to walk into a wedding and people go, "Oh shit, you're rocking a Nikon, nice." Instead of people going, "What's that? What's that? Is that not a GoPro?" You know, that'd be the worst thing. If I ever go into a photo shoot and people go, "You know, shit, this is a GoPro. What's that? A Nikon? Never heard of that." And that's the danger that these major companies are in, because their advertising campaigns just suck ass, and they're not putting the money into it.
I agree. It seems like Skype's going to start skipping and everything now, because we've been doing these videos for almost 3 hours now.
Shit, no. Yes,
so, but I mean, I think we highly covered it. I mean, your video, I love your idea. They're not going to do it. If they do, you get severe videos on my channel, so I'll get like a little royalty. But you get
we'll work the royalty together, because we totally own that. If honestly. If Nikon brings out "I Am Everywhere," I am suing their ass.
Because we even said copyright 2015 in this.
Damn right.
As well. So, once again, I think this was an awesome little journey we had. You know, this is going to be our Friday's video. We've got 4 different videos. One from you, part 1, part 2 to me, part 3. And this is the last video of the series. If you're just seeing this one for the first time, run through the gamut and go back. We'll link everything, all the videos down in the descriptions below, and all the videos. And obviously go to Dom Bauer photo page. Subscribe to Dom. We've talked for a while now, and I just think we've covered it really well. So that's all I got. We had a very fun journey here, and once again, this was a popular request for us to do these type of things. So we thought this was an interesting way to talk about multiple topics, linking throughout the day, so you guys can have a fun weekend watching this type of stuff. All 4 parts, they'll be down in the descriptions below. We'll go crazy with it. We'll do everything, and we will go from there. So thanks so much, everyone. Eric Rossi, the guy with you, here with Dom Bauer. Thanks for the journey. We're ending on my channel for this one, but as I said, let's link back to everything else.
Yes, absolutely. Sorry. Yeah, you go for that. Yeah.
Speaking of gin, let's jump to the outro right now.
Yeah. Outros as again. Let's get stuck in some more gin. Oh.